a map of the 96 churches that have been vandalized or burned since the residential school's announcement. This is, like, look at that. Great work by our friends over at True North. This is a project of Cosmin Georgia, whose name is just so damn fun to say. But he has been tracking this from the very beginning, since the very first announcement that there was a discovery of a mass grave. That's how they first reported it, at the Kamloops Indian Residential School, where to this day, there has not been a single body unearthed. Not one. And I'll tell you, there's not a lot that the UN does well, but they are actually very good at investigating genocide. A lot of it has to do with the fact that they mostly stand there and watch the genocide happen, Rwanda, and do nothing. So they've had a bird's eye view of the genocide, so they know how to find it, they know how to detail it, they know how to catalog it. We've accused Canada, we mean the politicians, the fancy people, the tall foreheads, have accused Canada of being a genocidal state. And they've said that the discovery at the Kamloops Residential School is evidence of that. Great, call in the UN. Call in the investigators, the genocide investigators, the ones that investigated in the former Yugoslavia, the ones that investigated in Rwanda, the ones that investigated in northern Iraq. Call those people in. Call them in. Let's get the shovels in the ground. You know, if there is hell to pay and people to hold accountable, great. We can only do that through an investigation. You cannot claim a crime has been committed and then not investigate the crime so that you can hold the people to account. Except insofar as this, we're supposed to take oral histories as proof. Well, that might be proof for you and your community, but that is not proof in a court of law. And when you're accusing people of crimes, you need to have evidence. And we have had zero evidence of what's happened in Kamloops. And now 96 churches in Canada have been vandalized, burned down, or desecrated. And they've used this, look at, you just, could you, if you wouldn't mind, friends in the office, scrolling through just this awful list. St. Paul's Anglican Church, St. Columba Church, St. Anne's Catholic Church, Chopaka Catholic Church, Sacred Heart Mission Church. That one really gets me because that Sacred Heart Mission Church, that's an Indigenous church. That's an Indigenous church. You burn down the church of the Indigenous people, who are by and large Catholic, by the way. St. Gregory Mission Church. Again, a Catholic church on the band. Grace Lutheran Church. Our Lady of Peace in Peace River. It just... Siksika First Nation Catholic Church. Again, they're burning Indigenous churches where Indigenous people are baptized, married, receive their sacraments, and buried. They're burning their histories. St. Jean-Baptiste Parish in Morinville. Our Lady of Mercy Catholic Church. Again, Indigenous church. The Polish Roman Catholic Church. That one made me sad to see it. Saint Kateri. Saint Kateri is an Indigenous Catholic saint. She was very recently canonized, by the way. She's called the Lily of the Mohawks. And she in the last 10 years canonized. I have to train my tongue not to say Blessed Kateri because she was beatified but not yet canonized. And now she's canonized. She's a Canadian Indigenous Catholic saint. They burned her church. Samson United in Masquesis. Again, that's on reserve. Little Flower Mission in Fox Lake. So many of these are churches that serve the Indigenous community. And it makes me very, very upset to see just the list of these names. Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Catholic Church in Fort Chip, another Indigenous church. St. Teresa Point Roman Catholic Church, that's on the First Nation in Manitoba. St. Gabriel Catholic Church, that's Janvier, that's on the reserve. they even went after the Latter-day Adventist churches. Like, it's just God's Lake First Nations Church. I would guess that 50% of these serve Indigenous communities.
Justin Trudeau's new censorship law, Bill C-18, it's a shakedown and a desperate attempt to keep the mainstream media afloat. Many have already lost their ability to access our Facebook and Instagram pages. The blackout will soon affect every user in Canada. We've partnered with Private Internet Access, a VPN provider dedicated to safeguarding digital privacy. For just $2 a month, you can maintain your access to our content across all your devices at piavpn.com/rebelnews.